Blessings friends, it's Maya here with an astro update. Around May 23rd, we have a full moon in the philosophical, freedom-loving, and bold sign of Sagittarius at 2 degrees. A full moon is when the sun and moon oppose each other in the sky, creating a culmination point, which brings events coming to fruition or completion. Sagittarius is a fire sign filled with adventurous, honest, and intellectual energy. This sign also rules the legs, thighs, and hips. Those who have any planets around 2 degrees or planets within Sagittarius, Virgo, Gemini, and Pisces will likely feel the effects of this full moon the most. On a positive level, this full moon can be filled with jovial, opportunistic, independent, and a broadening energy. On a negative level, this full moon can be filled with carelessness, anxiousness, boastfulness, or irresponsibility. We can look to the new moon in Sagittarius back in December to see what was occurring then that's coming to a completion or a peak now. We will likely see themes of international and global affairs, higher learning, teaching, traveling, as well as life principles being highlighted individually and collectively. This moon for many may be a beautiful, beneficial, and opportunistic one, as the ruler of this lunation is Jupiter, the great benefic. Jupiter brings good luck, fortune, expansion, growth, protection, and positivity. Jupiter, the ruler of this lunation, is also conjoining Venus, the planet of love and beauty, at 29 degrees. 29 degrees is a critical degree in astrology and can signify imperative matters. Paired with Jupiter, this could bring critical matters that involve growth and expansion. The Sun and the Moon are also nicely aspecting Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, and renewal, which can bring ease and flow when it comes to transforming our lives in expansive ways having to do with the mind, body, and soul. There is a bit of tension between Jupiter and Mercury here, as Jupiter will be entering Gemini, a sign ruled by Mercury, where it is in its detriment. However, there is a mutual reception between Mercury, the planet of communication, and Venus, the planet of love, which can create a harmony between the two planetary bodies synergistically. There are a ton of planets in Taurus getting ready to move into Gemini. Welcome Gemini season. Most significantly, as I mentioned in my last astro update, Jupiter is changing signs from its exaltation in Taurus this past year to its detriment in Gemini for a whole new year. Look to see what house Gemini falls in your natal chart to find out where a lot of this action will be occurring for you. Questions to ask ourselves during the Sagittarius full moon. How can we tap into and heal deeper levels of our belief systems? What positive and expansive opportunities are arising at this time? What area of our life can we benefit from by being more bold, blunt, or honest? How can we reevaluate our priorities, morals, and ethics for deeper integral living? What area of our life are we being overly dogmatic? In what area of our life can we seek adventure, travel, freedom, and new experiences to broaden our horizons? In what ways can we dive deeper into personal, philosophical studies through higher learning or through teaching? How can we become a mentor to others or seek a beneficial mentor in our own life? How can we rebirth ourselves in our personal faith, religion, beliefs, or spirituality at this time? Now, in regards to the Sagittarius full moon, what area of life will this be happening for you based upon your rising sign? For Aries rising, this full moon is happening in your 9th house. This could be an ending, letting go, or culmination point around higher learning, global travel, one's beliefs, religion, publishing, and teaching. For Taurus rising, this full moon is happening in your 8th house. This could be an ending, a letting go, or a culmination point around shared money, shared resources, investments, inheritances, loans, the occult, as well as sex and deep bonds. For Gemini rising, this full moon is happening in your 7th house. This could be a letting go, ending, or culmination point around personal relationships, business relationships, contract, marriages, agreements, negotiations, and legal documents. For Cancer rising, this full moon is happening in your 6th house. This could be an ending, letting go, or culmination point around one's health, work, employment, daily routine, diet, exercise, as well as pets and animals. For Leo rising, this full moon is happening in your 5th house. This could be an ending or a culmination point around creativity, romance, children, hobbies, as well as celebrations and small businesses. For Virgo rising, this full moon is happening in your 4th house. This could be an ending or a culmination point having to do with your home, family, real estate, property, emotional security, as well as ancestral lineage. For Libra rising, this full moon will be happening in your 3rd house. This could be an ending or a culmination point having to do with communication, local travel, one's neighborhood and siblings, as well as online content and short form writing. For Scorpio rising, this full moon is happening in your 2nd house. This could be an ending or a culmination point having to do with your income, how you make money, physical possessions, self-esteem, self-worth, and values. For Sagittarius rising, this full moon will be happening in your 1st house. This could be an ending, a culmination point having to do with your self, identity, physical body, outward appearances, and new endeavors. For Capricorn rising, this full moon will be happening in your 12th house. This could be an ending or culmination point having to do with the unseen realms, one's spirituality, mental health, subconscious, and dreams. For Aquarius rising, this full moon will be happening in your 11th house. This could be an ending or a culmination point having to do with large groups of people, friendships, networks, organizations, as well as one's future hopes and wishes. And lastly, but not least, for Pisces rising, this full moon will be happening in your 10th house. This could be an ending or a culmination point having to do with your career, public image, reputation, leadership, authority, and honor and achievement. Full moon and Sagittarius blessings to you all.